Welcome to the third episode of Sandwich Talks.
Hello.
This is the place where we wonder why money doesn't work for us and where we figure out how to actually make it work for us.
Yes, so in the past few months, guys, there's so much buzz, or should I say noise, about AI. Everyone is going crazy and wild at the mere talk of AI, and many are touting all the promises of apps like Chat, GPT, Bard, and everyone is going gaga over anything AI related.
So today we're going to dive a little into this and try to make some sense of all the noise that has been happening recently.
So tell me, do you know what AI stands for?
So first of all, AI stands for Artificial Intelligence, which is defined as the theory and development of computer systems.
So that means the keyword is artificial.
Yes, which can perform tasks that normally require human intelligence,
Such as
visual perception,
speech recognition
decision making,
and translation between languages.
So it simply means using a computer or a system to do complex tasks instead of a living, breathing human.
So pretty much we are using a system to do difficult tasks that we can do or we can't do.
We can do, but it's complex tasks to make our lives easier, right?
Okay, so does it mean that whenever I use a household appliance, I'm using AI?
Like a household appliance, like what?
Rice cookers, washing machine?
Of course not.
Why not?
AI systems are used to help us make our lives better for complex tasks. These tasks, such as opening a rice cooker or turning on a rice cooker, is pretty much a simple task, right?
Well, it depends, I guess. Okay, so as of now, we take it as, certain appliances are not complex enough. So AI is supposed to help us make our lives more easier with the use of complex tasks.
Yes.
Okay, got it?
So what is all the buzz about?
The interesting thing for me is that the current buzz around AI is not exactly new. I've been hearing about AI since I watched the movie, I think, iRobot, when I was really young.
Huge Will Smith fan.
You are?
I was.
Okay. Oh, you was?
Yes.
No more. All right.
After the slapping.
Yeah, man.
So humans have been trying to develop systems that are capable of mimicking our behavior.
Okay, so previously we had so much of fun and laughter, when this AI systems messed up. I remember there was a system called Tay, which actually, uttered vulgarities during some presentation.
That's quite a funny, I think it's quite dope.
Why is it dope?
AI which can, flash out vulgarities.
But some AI, I don't know, even in recent times, this systems tend to be a bit racist. Apparently, ChatGPT has some racist undertones.
Oh, like what?
I'm not sure, but I was reading some article that it seems that the responses, had some kind of racial undertones that wasn't very positive.
That's a little bit tougher.
Yeah, exactly. But we still continue to press on and hope for one day where we have a system that can make our life so much more convenient and much better.
Or are we inevitably trying to become sentient,
But we are already sentient beings, aren't we?
That's true, but maybe we can become a god of a human robotic race or something like that.
Wait, so are we the gods or are the systems become gods?
If they're smarter than us, then we become the slaves, but we have to wait and find out.
Okay, that's a very, very contentious topic. Okay, that's for another day.
So one way to look at AI is to understand the problems and promises that the tech holds.
Okay, so according to the AI Accelerator Institute website, AI can actually solve 7 problems in businesses such as
Customer support,
data analysis,
demand forecasting,
fraud,
image and video recognition,
predicting customer behavior.
and productivity.
That's a lot of problems, right?
So these are some of the websites which we have found out about AI and the use of it. So for instance, chatbots have increasingly been used in self-service banking.
Yeah, man, I was so tickled when I used the chatbot in one of my banks. For the first time, I remember this was a couple of years ago, where the chatbot actually helped me to, resolve my banking issues in a much faster time.
Yeah, but it's so annoying, you have to answer this question, that question. By the time we get to a real human,
It
it
was
takes like half an hour.
easier because I thought because the chatbot was quite quick for me.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was.
So machine learning algorithms are trained on historical fraud patterns to recognize them in future transactions, and an automated system can simply speed up your company's process and accuracy.
So in this case, right, I feel that AI technology can be very useful in streamlining, banking sector operations and even reduce customer transaction times.
I really hope so.
Yeah, because like myself, I used to wait for hours on those hotlines to speak to a customer service executive, but now it's so much faster. I log in and I just get my answers straight away.
But I still feel that a customer service operative, he helps or she helps us cater to our needs much more conveniently or better
Now
compared
I'm
to a
lost. I
chatbot.
thought you were Gen Z, but you seem to be more into human interaction.
That human interaction is still the best.
Okay, that's another topic for another day.
So, however, it's important not to look at AI as simply chatbots or some robots that process your parcels at a random warehouse.
Yeah, I realized that many people, whenever they talk about AI, the thing they seem to talk about is just chatbots, right?
There are much more uses for AI other than chatbots. I think it's just not as publicly mentioned as compared to chatbots like ChatGPT and Bard.
So that means AI is more than just chatbots.
Of course.
Okay, so let's look at some other examples.
So these are just few of the well-known examples of the promise of a new world powered by AI. So what's happening now?
So having said that, right, the current attention to all these AI developments in the recent, I will say about 6 months, okay, was actually amplified, okay, when Microsoft invested $10 billion into OpenAI, which is an AI development company.
And when Nvidia's market cap hit $1 trillion.
Yeah, that was such a day. It was such a wild ride.
When I used to invest in 2020, I never thought Nvidia would get so expensive.
I think no one did. I was looking at Nvidia's chart and it was like the stock has been quite, should I say, I wouldn't say stagnant, quite stable until the pandemic years came, right? So since that day, right, there's been so much a flurry of trading activity in tech stocks, pretty much in any company that talks about, hey, you know what, we're going to invest in AI. So right now, there seems to be a trend that there is an AI boom.
Let's go back to the one that set this off, ChatGPT. So ChatGPT stands for Chat Generative Pre-trained Transformer, a chatbot developed by OpenAI and launched in November 2022.
That's quite recent, yeah?
Yes. It has gained a large cultish following in such a short time frame because of its ability to generate clear-cut, interactive, coherent responses to questions.
Yeah, that was all the rage, I think, a couple of months ago. Everybody was just going, ChatGPT. So I think that this actually created the wow factor, and the wow became even more bigger and more wow when Microsoft announced their plans to actually integrate ChatGPT into the Bing search engine.
Wow, so I've kind of used ChatGPT to ask questions.
Oh, you have?
Of course, and when
Is it because you are lonely? What kind of things do you ask them?
No, just to draft essay or something. You have quite a lot.
Typical Gen Z.
Yeah.
I was asking about will I find love?
That's quite funny.
Oh, is it funny? It's a true thing, and it said that I will. Okay, but let's go back to Bing. So, do you know what is Bing?
No, on a serious note, I don't really know what Bing is.
Come on, I'm sure you've come across Bing before.
Maybe once in my entire life.
I think Bing, okay, I wasn't very familiar with Bing, but I popped up when I was looking for something. So Bing is actually the search engine, okay? I think it's done by Microsoft, and I've used it a few times, but it's a bit unimpressive because whatever that I was trying to look for, right, it just wasn't giving me what I want. Of course, you can ask me, how do you know what you want? But you see, whenever I use Bing, even the layout and the interface wasn't that impressive. But then again, because I've been, using other engines for so long.
I mean, you Google information, right? You don't Bing it. Have you ever heard someone Bing it?
True, yeah. You Google something, right? You don't Bing it, yeah. I mean, it's no wonder that people are not exactly using Bing. Sorry to all the Bing fans out there, but again, like what he said, you don't really Bing for info, right? You actually Google it.
So let's take a look at the market share of Bing.
So from what I can see, because after the announcement, right, so the inclusion of ChatGPT into the Bing search engine, it's poised to be a game changer.
Satya Nadella has actually issued a challenge to Sundar Pichai that with this new integration, searches with Bing will become much more precise, easier, and much more interactive.
Really? That was the challenge? He actually did that?
Yep.
It's like two brown men fighting it out, right? It's like, hey, I'm better than you. No, I'm better than you. So I think that is why this announcement has sent Google into a big frenzy.
And surprise, surprise, Google announced.
But, man, that was epic.
Not Shakespeare Bard, but another Bard.
Oh, yeah. Not funny, but let's go on.
To add fuel to the fire, Chinese companies like Baidu have also announced their version of artificial intelligence, generative models named ErnieBot.
ErnieBot? I wonder why they call it ErnieBot. Oh, I know why. It's because of Bert and Ernie. Yep. So it's Bart and Ernie. Okay, that we need to go and check it out.
So what does this AI buzz actually mean for the sandwich human like you and me?
Okay, for me, right, all this AI announcements, it felt like the tipping point because my first instinct was to really go out there and run and buy some Google shares or some Nvidia shares because I want to be, riding the boom or the wave. But then again, I was a bit cautious Because I was wondering, will this really be the next groundbreaking thing, or will it disappear? But I mean, because given my lack of experience, right, and I also feel that I don't want to be caught in the center or middle of some hype cycle. Right now, it's very promising. AI seems so tempting with all the magic and what it can offer me. But to me, it's still too early to tell. Right? I believe that all these huge investments, okay, but all the big companies in AI, seems to appear as if, something big is going to come. But at the same time, I'm a bit cautious about all these things because I feel that we have not really arrived.
Stop being such a boomer,
I'm not a boomer. I'm not that old.
But why is that? Shouldn't we jump on the AI bandwagon?
Really? Why?
To quote a McKinsey article, a recent 2022 McKinsey survey shows that AI adoption has more than doubled over the past 5 years.
Double? That means people are doing more and more.
Of course, and investment in AI is increasing. It is clear that generative AI tools like ChatGPT and DALL-E have the potential to change how a range of jobs are performed, and this actually implies that our lives could get easier and more convenient.
I mean, that is true, okay, that life could get easier, and the way we make our decisions, okay, it's going to be much more customized and personalized. I'm not disputing that, you see, but for me, the problem is that maybe I'm just naturally a cautious person, you see, because right now I'm not sure what are the actual applications, the problems, the risks, the benefits of all this technology yet. Yes, I know it's too early, but I'm still not very sure. Even things like, how easily can people switch to all these tools? How easy is it to use all these tools? I'm not too sure. It's very tempting, for me to get, hey, let's go and ride this new wave. But to be honest, for me, I'm going to just sit back and observe and try a few apps before I actually, go and buy into any of these companies. I may sound a bit more cautious, but again, right, because crypto was such a poster child for all things change and revolution during the pandemic years. Remember, you keep telling me, buy more crypto.
Of course.
But 2 years later, I mean, to me, it's all like it just went crashing down. So now to me, people are talking about crypto as a pump and dump scheme. So I don't know, man, whether AI is another like a pseudo crypto wave. I'm not sure about that.
Might it be a pump and dump scheme as well?
AI? No, I don't think it's pump and dump, but I'm just very, very unsure about this whole AI wave, given that we just ended the whole crypto.
Fine, that's a valid point. So in the meantime, we're just going to grab a seat while the tech companies provide us with a show to watch from the comfort of our homes.
Yeah, man, pretty much. It's been so much fun watching
you want
them.
some popcorn?
Oh, yeah, sure, why not?
Okay. So what does this mean for the sandwich human? Do you think that AI will affect the future of jobs for mankind, and will it eventually replace us?
It could, which we could actually explore further.
So we have covered what AI is, and we have touched briefly on the big tech companies and how they've tried to use AI in their core business of search.
It is evident that we cannot ignore the fact that many of these companies have publicly announced all these commitments and interests in integrating AI into their core businesses. But I think for now, in our journey, we have to delve deeper into the various aspects of AI.
What exactly are these companies betting on?
The pros and cons
of this technology, and we are going to see if this is actually another hype cycle.
Yes, till then, do watch the markets, okay, along with us, and kindly subscribe to our channel.
Thank you so much for listening, and do leave your comments on what you want us to cover in the next episode.
Goodbye, everyone.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.